I want you to see where I am. So basically, I'm on a rock here, out on a limb. So if I just move around, best be careful here, out on a limb. So this is my rock, this is my base for today. Obviously that behind me is going to be Coal Walk, yeah, and that is the sun. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but the sun is going down. So this is going to be my abode for the night. Obviously I'm not going to be able to put a tent on this, it's a bit windy. If I had some rocks I could maybe. I don't think it's big enough, but yeah, I don't want to fall asleep and fall down there because it's quite a drop. I don't think I'd bowl well if I fall off that. It's quite far down. But yeah, I'm just going to get my aluminium thermal mat, sleeping bag, pillow, and that's it for me for the night. Yeah, I'm going to chill. Got all the cattle around me. Now, when I came here, there was loads and loads of people. So I sat in the car and I thought, I'll wait until they all start coming off. Clearly they're here to see the sun go down, which bless them. I mean, it must be beautiful. But I've kept away. I'm a bit of a loner, really. So I've kept away and I've let them watch the sun go down. I don't know if you can see the red in the sky at all. You should be able to. I'm hoping so. So this is my place for the night. You see, even though we call it wild camping, right? Let me sit down before I get a bit dizzy because I'm not that good at heights. We call it wild camping, but it don't really matter whether you put the tent up or you don't put the tent up. The thing is, we're out in God's glorious creation in this beautiful, beautiful national park. I suppose sleeping here, it'd be hard for the ranger to say that I'm camping, if you get my drift. Putting a tent up, you can say, well, you know, you shouldn't be camping here and you need to move on. But just because I doze off a bit, really, yeah, I'm here, sir, because I want to appreciate the view, even though soon it'll be pitch dark. So that's going to be my view. I mean, it's pretty cool, huh? Yeah, even these places are leg breakers, so you've got to be careful. And it's getting a bit darker, so I'm gonna, at the moment I'm feeling like a young man, inspired. I've got to remember I'm 61, I'm not so young. So if we walk towards it, you get more of a perspective. I'm like a little child at the moment, all giddy for being out again. So yeah, so that is my rock, and that is my drop. That's my bed. Let's hope the rock don't move. I think it's been here hundreds of thousands of years, so I should be all right. Yeah. Wow, eh? I mean, look at this. For a bed. Oh, come on, you got to admit. Can't get better than this, can you? Huh? Hey? Admit it. You can't. Come on. And now, it's a bit like the moon. All these rocks. Yeah? I'm having to balance myself because it's not a flat rock. It's like an incline. It wants me to go down the big drop. So I'm being a bit careful. So now we've done a full circle. And now we're back at Coal Walk. Was it walk? Coal Walk. Well, as the locals of the time that used it aren't around, I'm sure there's going to be no arguments on how to pronounce it. So yeah, little drop there. There you go. So this is where I'm going to be. Oh, that's all right. I'll bounce on that rock first before I bounce another 50 foot down. So that's all right. We're all right. We're sound. So do you get my drift? It's all fun and games, yeah? I'm not your conventional wild camper, I don't think. I think it's part to do with being totally lazy. Totally lazy. He doesn't want to put the tent up. And to me, a tent is a shelter, right? So if I know the likelihood of it raining in the morning is 10%, I'm going to risk it, yeah? And in the end, I can always move and put the tent up. So it's all about enjoyment. It's not about, well, I've got to do it and I've got to rough it, I've got to hate it, it don't matter, I'm going to do it. It's not about that. It's about enjoying yourself. And now I've put this on, I'm a bit warmer. Thank goodness. It's getting a bit chilled. But yeah, the people have gone now. They've seen the sun go down. And I'm all by myself. All by myself. Whoa. I'm going to make myself a drink, and a case of putting on the gas. I can hear that gas going, and then hopefully it will light. And it's lit. That's good. Right, so now we'll try and put the water on. Oh, it's looking nice and red and hot, that, isn't it? Look at it, look at it. That's looking lovely. So we'll put the... What's a funny noise? Bit eerie. We'll put the lid on and I'll make myself a drink. Yeah. So what we can see here is Coal Walk, obviously. And we can see the lights of cars with the road that's opposite. Yeah, as it's getting darker, we're starting to see. It's quite interesting. That's obviously where the sun went down. That's behind me. Nice little step down. Got to be careful, you know. That side is like death dealing. This side is leg breakers, so I've got to be careful. That's how quick this is. Yeah, so yeah, I'm looking forward to a night here. Should be fun, most definitely fun. Let's put that there and see how we go. Hoping the wind don't catch it. If it does, it'll be an expensive, look at that, it's already done. It'll be an expensive film, this. Look at this is mystery, isn't it? There's a mystery. Ooh. Yeah, I'm enjoying myself. So let's not waste the gas. Being a bit silly now, aren't I? Yes, it should be a good night. It's been a while. Issues with my mum not being too well. I mean, she's 86, God bless her. You know, and our duty, my wife and I's duty, is to look after her. So it's been a bit hard to get out, worrying about her. But I thought, well, finish work, let's just get out, get through Sheffield. I haven't gone far as a hike, but I've never really done a wild camp here. So I thought, well, why not? Bit of a laugh. Be able to recharge my batteries. I needed to get a video up as well, and I wanted to, because I tell a lot of jokes and that just to fill the time, because I just like filming, and I like jokes, but you know, people don't just want to see me walking in the countryside telling jokes. I think they want to see some wild camping, some experience, and the joy of doing it. It doesn't matter what your age is, you know. It doesn't matter. Get out there and enjoy yourself. There's nothing to be afraid of out here. I'll tell you what there is on a Friday night to be afraid of, is kicking out time in city centres around all the nightclubs. You've got to be afraid of humans, not be afraid of any animals or the wildlife here. Nothing to be afraid of at all. It's so relaxing. It's beautiful. Look at me. I've got no tent. I've got a tent here, but I haven't using it. I'm on a rock, for goodness sake, a rock, and I'm going to sleep on it. The summer's coming. Enjoy the national parks. Yeah, you deserve to be able to recharge from all the hustle and bustle of life, and all. We've made the earth so small with all the news media and all the rubbish they come out with, you know. Depending on their political viewpoint, they come up with absolute rubbish and everybody believes it, you know. Well, it's very sad there's terrible things going on in the world, but I can't cause any difference. I can't control it. And neither can you. So get out here and recharge your batteries. make yourself a better person for the people in your unit, in your family unit and those surrounding you, where you can benefit them. And if everybody did that, then society would be more healthier, and therefore we might not make the mistakes we are as societies are doing at the moment. Look at me, I'm going on about that, but it's all about health, mental health, physical health, and what's good for the soul. It's me time, and you deserve me time. Right, time for me coffee. Oh, caramel salted coffee. Wow. It's about 9 o'clock now in the evening, and as you can see, it's got dark. But it's so nice. Even if I was going to put the tent up, I didn't bring my air mat. The reason being is I found a couple of times I've not used my air mat and I've just used this foil that's underneath me. I've had a much better sleep. Always got a little bit of a back problem, and I find really hard mattresses or hard ground much more superior to all this soft luxury stuff. You know, obviously you've got to be careful of cold shock, but like, I can feel the heat from this foil mat already. It's not cold up here. It's really not cold. Bit of a wind. I mean, they're forecasting 20-30 mile an hour winds. I'm totally exposed here, right on the edge. But we'll see as the night progresses. It's one of those things, isn't it? You just, sorry about this, a bit of arthritis. Got to get the old hand going. But you just got to take the chance. It's not as though I'm in Alaska, you know, miles away from anywhere, and there's bears and all that. Worst I can get is a fox sniffing around, and that's it. Or a bullock or a bull or a cow munching its grass, looking at me, thinking, what's he doing there? You know, that's it. So, yeah. That was lovely. In my bear, I think it's the bear handle wooden mug. I've got a fox one and I've got a bear one. I'm not sure if it's the bear or the fox, to be truthful, in this light. I think it's the bear one. Now, I have come across a slight issue I didn't think of, and that is putting the sleeping bag on this. As you can see, I'm sliding down. I'm sliding down. Now, I don't want to be sliding down off this rock, which is 50 foot to the first drop, then another 100 down. So I think I'm going to have to take this off. The rock's not that cold, else I'm going to fall asleep and slide off. Now I'm not sliding at all. It's fine. Obviously it's going to grit on. I've got to be careful with the sleeping bag, but it's tougher than it looks. I don't mind. It's the shock in this. It feels warm, the rock, to be truthful. So I think the sun's been in all the time today. So yeah, but goodness me, I was straight now thinking, I'm just sliding down. I'm sliding down, and don't forget, I'm on a ledge here. It's a 50-foot drop at least, and then I'm going to be bouncing down to 100 foot onto another one. So it's not the place to be on a it's the rocks like that. Okay, so now I'm all right. I'm fine. It wouldn't be a place to put a tent if it was soil, because it's like that. But here I'm quite comfortable this way, and get the old sleeping bag, wrap it up around me, and I'm nice and warm. So yeah, goodness me, I never even considered it. Oh well. And now we're in a better position, and we're not going to be falling asleep and sliding off the, like a comedy, sliding off the rock. See you in the morning. Got up a little bit earlier because I heard voices and realised people wanted to photograph and time lapse the light coming up. And obviously I was in the prime position, so as I didn't want to be there in my sleeping bag in every video and photograph, I got up and moved, and I was right. The people started coming up. So the time now is 6:06, but it was a good night. It was uneventful in the sense I didn't fall off the rock and I did not have a wet night. It stayed dry, so that's good. It was windy, but once I wrapped myself up properly, removed the foil from me sliding off the rock, it was great. So yeah, in the end, it's not my domain. We all share it. We've all got different hobbies. Some people like to photograph and film and time lapse and the light coming up. So why should I spoil it for them? So yeah, I've had my time there, and it's time for me to leave. But I've enjoyed myself, and that's the main thing. And it was an adventure.